There's a general assumption that the votes of Ted Cruz and of Marco Rubio are essentially interchangeable, fungible, and that either one will get the other's votes in a two-way race against Donald Trump. But I don't believe that's true, and I believe that it fundamentally impairs the possibility of Marco Rubio winning. The Rubio voters are establishment politicians, establishment advocates, who might formerly have supported Christie or Kasich or Bush or one of the other candidates. Cruz's voters are largely people who had to choose between Trump and Cruz, and Huckabee and Santorum and Carson and Rand Paul. And they chose Cruz, and they've been fairly loyal to him as the process has unfolded and the polling is actually translated into votes at the polling place itself. Now, my concern here is that there is a fault line, like the San Andreas Fault, that runs through the Republican Party, separating the establishment from the reformers or the insurgents. And that fault line is the biggest fact of Republican politics. And you could see it in the polling constantly. Cruz and Trump and Rand Paul and Huckabee and Santorum and Carson all got combined 60 to 65% of the vote. And Bush, Christie, Rubio, Kasich got a combined total of about 35% of the vote. And those fault lines are not about to be bridged. Votes can commute within their side of the fault line from one to the other. That's pretty fungible. But across the fault line, I'm not sure that it is. Let's understand the derivation of the Cruz and the Trump vote. There was originally a Republican Party that was pretty happy under Reagan, then and under George W. Bush. Then, as developments continued and as the Obama administration confronted the Republican Party with a militant leftist brand of, in effect, socialism, it led to fractures within the Republican Party, as various groups felt that the mainstream of the party was not being effective enough in challenging the Republican leadership to stand up to Obama. So the first group to leave really were the evangelicals, who sort of set up their own caucus, and then the Tea Party. And then Ted Cruz came along, and he became the candidate of the evangelicals and the candidate of the Tea Party. And those two pre-existing rebel groups became the basis of the Cruz campaign. But lingering within the Republican Party were a large number of voters, predominantly downscale, who shared that dissatisfaction with the party leadership. And when Trump came along with an entirely different brand of conservatism and a very outspoken positioning on key issues, that group left the party too and joined the Trump campaign. And now you have three groups: the new insurgents who are for Trump, the more established insurgents, ideologically driven, who are for Cruz, and across the divide, those who aren't that unhappy, who are basically satisfied with the party, who are now flocking to support Rubio. It isn't that the Trump voters are ideological. They're not. They don't care whether he's conservative or not. They don't care exactly where he stands on all of the social issues. They just like that he's different and attacking the leadership of the party and not taking campaign contributions, and they see him as an independent force that they really want to support. They're almost supporting him like he was a third candidate, but of course he's not. Thanks for watching, and if you want more details about how I feel about the environment politically, go to my podcast, which is, you can click on the link next to this video, or go to dickmorris.com or podcast1.com or iTunes. Thanks for watching.